Good morning. This is day 23. If our heart condemns us, God is greater than our heart and know all things. First John chapter 3 verse 20. My heart condemns me, written by Herb Vanderlucht. Do you sometimes feel guilty and unworthy because of something you did years ago? You have confessed it and asked God to forgive you, but the memory of it still haunts you. I empathize with you. Feelings of guilt still sweep over me when I recall how I failed an elderly, childless woman while I was training for the ministry. She was a regular customer in a store where I worked part-time. After a while, I became a friend and spiritual counselor to her and her husband. I even conducted his funeral. When I moved to a nearby town to become a student pastor, I lost touch with her. I intended to contact her, but kept procrastinating. One day, I saw her obituary notice. I was overwhelmed with grief and confessed my sin to God. More than 30 years after Paul's conversion, he referred to the time when he had been a blasphemer, a persecutor, and an insolent man. First Timothy 1 verse 13. He even called himself the chief of sinners. Yet he repeatedly exulted in the certainty that he was a forgiven sinner. God, who is greater than our heart and knows us thoroughly, has forgiven us for the sins we've confessed. We can believe Him. Come now to the fountain of cleansing, plunge deep in its life giving flow. His mercy and grace are sufficient, His pardon He longs to bestow. Our quote this morning reads, confession to God always brings His cleansing. End quote.